Okay.
Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is July 15th, 2022, and the trend has changed. My friends, we are finally just changing trend and getting out of a 450-day corrective move in Bitcoin and most of the cryptocurrency markets. So today's episode is going to be a little different. I'm zoomed out on the weekly time frame. My log scale is on to represent these high time frames, large time frame analyses on one chart. And I'm here to share with you my early price predictions. As a professional Elliott wave trader, one of the things that I like to do is once I recognize early trend changes or I can see around the corner, right, and try and find out what may happen, I prepare myself, and that also informs the type of trade I'm going to do. If I'm going to start scalping, or if I'm going to just hold positions for long, or if I'm going to go short for a while, right? So this is what I'm going to do with you today. I'm telling you that it's likely, using my skills in Elliott wave theory, using my my tools in analysis, that this next trend that we are going to experience is going to be a positive trend of higher highs and higher lows, lasting approximately 4 to 7 months, okay? And I'm going to give you the targets for both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Today is just going to be about Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm going to give you the targets I have for the next 4 to 7 month move. If that interests you, then watch until the very end. Let's start with Bitcoin, all right? And I have here an ABC correction. In Elliott wave theory, all corrective sequences happen in flavors of 3, okay? And this one just so happens to be in 3 waves, okay? You got an initial break of structure, that A wave, which was a 3-wave move. You then have a B wave that some people call the bull run, fine, if you will, but it's corrective, right? It's also a 3-wave move right here, 1, 2, 3. And then you capped it off with an impulsive move that tricked many people. That is likely, it can either be a double zigzag or it's an ending diagonal. A double zigzag, it's a WXY, WXY, okay? So this may have been a double zigzag, which is not something that you see every day, or a 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, okay? I feel like it's more than likely a double zigzag, and that's not something that you see every day, and I think that's why it threw a lot of people off. Now, if you look at the proportions of this corrective pattern, you can further kind of rest assured that it's likely finished. Why? If you take this A wave, retracement of this B wave, you can see that it's hit its 1.618 Fibonacci extension target, which is usually what you're getting for this impulsive C wave as a target, right? Especially when it's extended. If it's just a modest kind of correction, you're looking at 1 to 1, 2, 3, 6. But these extended targets typically come to the 1, 6, 1, 8. Okay, and we all know that that's a very important number in math. That's a very important number in charting and proportions and statistics, right? Because that represents the golden mean, the phi ratio. Now, we hit the 1, 6, 1, 8, and it looks like we're changing trend. We're going up. Now I'm going to shift to my long-term Bitcoin chart. All right. It's a little more intimidating, but we're just going to keep it simple and focus on one aspect of my long-term chart. And so I'm going to zoom out for a second just to show it to you if you haven't ever seen this before. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. And so this, as an Elliott wave trader, as a professional trader, I like to chart the lifetime of an asset to see where it's at, to get some context. And that's the beauty and the power of Elliott wave theory. It gets you context. Obviously, this presupposes that this is correct. But if it is, it allows me to see kind of more or less the trend and how the trends change and what I can expect, right? So you're not caught unawares by big moves. According to my analysis, we are in minor wave 2, all right? And we're just leaving minor wave 2, okay? And that's this pink line. And see, this is wave 1 right here. And this is wave 2, minor wave 2, what I just showed you, this ABC correction. And minor wave 2 leads obviously to wave 3. And wave 3 is typically the longest and the most impulsive of the Elliott waves. It's never the shortest, but it doesn't have to be the longest, okay? But it's typically the longest. And wave 3 typically, again, this is all probabilistic, typically projects to the 1618 Fibonacci extension of wave 1 and the retracement of wave 2. So if I take my Fibonacci extension tool of wave 1, retracement of wave 2, you see that it's projected right at the 1618. Again, there's that number, there's that ratio, that phi ratio. You see it all throughout nature, that 1618. And it represents 1.7 million. So I think that it's likely that Bitcoin in the next 4 to 7 months reach a target of $1.7 million. Okay? Now, why do I keep saying 4 to 7 months? If you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know that price analysis is not the only thing that we can project. Okay? Time is also another valid axis. It's another valid component for these patterns that we see in the charts, right? Time and price work together. It's not that time is some unobtainable, kind of ineffable, random thing. It just happens randomly. No. You can measure it with a certain degree of confidence, right? You can see proportions in time, and we typically see that. When you study Elliott waves, if you go deep enough, you can see proportionality. You can see equality usually in 2 of the 5 waves of an advance. You get proportionality, either 1-to-1 or 1-to-1618 or 1-to-618, something like that. Sometimes you even get 1-to-382, but you get proportions in time. So I'm here to tell you, and let's jump back to our other chart because it's less noisy, that on the balance of probability in the next 4 to 7 months, we hit $1.7 million for Bitcoin, okay? And I'm going to show you my time analysis using the Fibonacci time-based projection tool, okay? And that's, it's not complicated, okay? Essentially what I did is I used this tool and I took the bottom of wave 1, the top of wave 1, retracement of wave 2, just like I did with price, except with time, right? And what I got was this band. And this band is subdivided into 6181, 1618, 2618, 3618. And again, I'm going to rely on the golden ratio, the phi ratio, okay? And I'm going to project this next wave to the 618, okay? So I'm going to project here. Let's just put a line here just so you understand. So I'm going to say 1.7 mil, right? Something like this. Okay, this white line represents my minor wave 3. Okay, and so this is what I expect in the next 4 to 7 months. And why do I say 4 to 7 months? It's because in Bitcoin, the 618 of this time projection falls in February of 2023, which is approximately 7 months from now. Yeah. 7 months from now, because we're in July and February is 5. Yep, 7 months from now. Okay, so this is why I see $1.7 million Bitcoin in 7 months. Again, this is a rough projection. What I do, if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know that I make these large time frame predictions, and then I use them as a template and I refine them as more data prints, okay? And that gives me an edge in terms of what to do, what to look for, how to prepare my trades, what kind of trading style I want to you know get in. Do I want to buy and hold, or do I want to scalp? I'm not going to scalp, for instance, in this run for most of my positions. We're just going to let them go for 4 to 7 months. Yeah, that's my thinking. That's my planning. Or do I want to go short? Yeah, this large time frame analysis gives you that edge. Okay, and that's why I'm doing it. All right, now let's look at Ethereum, because we looked at Bitcoin. We saw the $1.7 million price projection. We saw February of 2023, which is a likely target for that. Now, again, likely. None of this is 100%. Think in terms of probabilities. That's how the pros do it. All right. Now, let's go to Ethereum and see what's going on with that major project. So I'm going to go, let's start off in the less detailed Ethereum chart. Okay, I'm gonna pull out this Ethereum chart here, Ethereum and USDT. It's not a complete chart, but I just want to show you where what I'm doing in terms of this correction right here. Okay, actually, let's go straight into, because you want some context. It's hard to get context, and it's hard to understand without seeing the larger kind of count. So just like Bitcoin, I have here a chart of Ethereum, the life price action of Ethereum, the lifetime of Ethereum's price action, and as usual, I've charted it using cycle waves. Okay, basically these large waves spanning years. So cycle wave 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I think we are in cycle wave 5. Okay, and in that cycle wave 5, we have a primary wave 1, primary wave 2. And I think that we've just completed primary wave 2, right? So I'm seeing primary wave 2 of this cycle wave 5. And I'm guessing that it's complete, just like Bitcoin's. Why? Because if I use my Fibonacci retracement tool from the bottom of this cycle wave 3, okay, or sorry, bottom of the cycle wave 4, and to the top of this primary wave 1, I see that we hit an important Fibonacci retracement level, the 382, okay? And that is a minimum retracement for any wave 2 correction, okay? So let's say this is a primary wave 2 correction. That 382 has been met, okay? 382 Fibonacci retracement. You can see it's at $994. Now, it also coincides with the previous top here at cycle wave 3. So you have some corroboration, some confluence here. So you have a previous cycle top of cycle wave 3, and then you also have a 382 Fibonacci retracement level. And finally, if you just look at this as we looked at Bitcoin in terms of a regular flat correction, using this as your A wave, the B wave retracement right here, and here's your C. Once again, my friends, you see the 1618 rear its head. That C wave right here that I've counted out for you in these minor waves, you can see that it hits the 1618 Fibonacci retracement level, or Fibonacci extension level. This C wave extended to the 1618. And so it's likely that it's finished because you've hit major extension levels. Now, in terms of counting this, once again, it may be an ending diagonal, or it may be another case of a double zigzag, a WXY, and then an intermediate X2, and then a WXY, right? So this may be an ending diagonal, or it may be a double zigzag. I'm still not exactly sure. Hard to count, but that's life, right? It's not always 100%. Some people think that it's a double zigzag. Some people say maybe it's an ending diagonal. I'm still on the fence. In any case, we've hit important Fibonacci extensions for both Bitcoin and Ethereum at the 1618, okay? And now what we can project is a wave 3 for the primary wave, okay? So again, this is wave 1, this is wave 2. Just like in Bitcoin, you take the bottom of this primary wave 1, and then you retrace wave 2. Wave 3 ends right here at around 400K, okay? And again, wave 3 doesn't necessarily have to go to the 1618. It can go between the 1618 or the 2 typically, or it can extend, or it can be a truncated wave 3, which could come only to the 1. This is just probabilities. Again, think in terms of probabilities. But it's likely that we hit this 1618, which is around $400,000, okay, for Ethereum. Now, in terms of timing, if you do the same thing, you take the trend-based fib time, okay, at the bottom of this primary wave 1, the top of this primary wave 1, and you use your pivot point as the end of this C wave, and you project that 618 right here, okay, you get, and we look at the 400,000, let's say 400,000 is where? Right here. All right. Our target was 400,000. That is hit in March of 2023. Okay, March of 2023. So this is what I'm looking for. 4 to 7 months, because some other assets may hit a little earlier. But again, in Bitcoin and Ethereum, you're seeing about 7 months, 8 months of price action before reaching these targets. So for Bitcoin, 1.7 million, for Ethereum, around 400,000. Now, again, this is my large time frame analysis, and I'm doing this only to give myself general lay of the land, a rough sketch, rough map of where price is likely to go. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not going to fine tune this. So subscribe to this channel and watch, and I'm going to not only track price action on a daily basis, but also I'm going to fine tune this large time frame analysis given all of the price action that we track on a daily basis from time to time. So that's it from me. That's my analysis. Hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. This is why I'm buying and holding most of my position for the next 4 to 8 months, I guess, because there are so many assets in the cryptocurrency markets. They're not all on the same exact timeline, right? If you know, if you follow the channel, you'll know I have a small watch list, and I have a number of assets in there. I don't even trade Ethereum, but some of these may project to top actually in November, which would represent the 4-month mark, right? But Bitcoin and Ethereum, I think it would take about 7 to 8 months, okay? So this is what I'm seeing in the charts, and that's why I'm seeing it. If you got value, please like, share, and subscribe, and have a great Friday. I'll see you tomorrow.